When people think about food stamps, formerly known as SNAP benefits, they often imagine them covering basic staples like bread, milk, rice, and vegetables. And for many families, that is true. These benefits make the difference between eating and going hungry for many families today. Yet the story doesn't end there. For households already stretched to their financial breaking point, SNAP isn't just about survival. It's about dignity, small joys, and the ability to give your children a moment of celebration. Recently, however, discussions about restricting SNAP benefits have gained traction. Some states are considering or have already moved to ban the purchases of things like soda, candy, and even birthday cakes. To someone outside the system, these might seem like unnecessary luxuries. After all, the reasoning goes, families on assistance should prioritize nutrition over treats. But to someone inside the system, these extras carry more weight than outsiders may realize. Imagine a single mother working part-time or multiple jobs while raising her children. She already juggles the impossible. Bills stacked higher than her paycheck, a never-ending to-do list, and the quiet guilt that her children sometimes have to go without. For her, SNAP benefits help cover her weekly groceries, but she still has to stretch every dollar. A loaf of bread is carefully rationed, milk is measured out, and nothing is wasted. Now imagine it's her child's birthday, and that little one has been looking forward to cake and candles and for weeks. This kind of moment that cements childhood memories. In the past, she could use her benefits to purchase the ingredients or even just get a small store-bought cake. But under the new rules, cakes and many sugary items will no longer be allowed. So what is she supposed to do? Tell her child that celebrations are for other families, for other people, that cake is a privilege only for those that can buy it in cash? The problem here isn't really about sugar or health. Most low-income families already know that soda isn't really for them. They ration candy and treats just like anything else. The real issue is choice. By limiting what SNAP recipients can buy, policymakers strip away not only dignity, but also the small joys that give life meaning. Birthdays, holidays, and family gatherings are reduced to mere survival meals, and the people most affected are the children, who grow up learning that poverty doesn't just mean less food, it means fewer smiles and smaller celebrations. The problem runs deeper than the surface. Restricting SNAP in this way widens the divide between the haves and the have-nots. It reinforces the stigma that families on assistance are irresponsible and incapable of making decisions for themselves. In truth, families receiving SNAP benefits are already budgeting experts. They know how to stretch a single package of chicken across 3 meals, how to transform beans into multiple dishes, and how to make leftovers last. What they lack isn't responsibility, it is resources. So what's the solution? How can families preserve dignity and joy while still promoting healthier choices? First, policymakers should rethink the way restrictions are applied. Instead of banning items like cake altogether, programs could offer additional incentives for healthier purchases. For example, some states have already put in policies to match SNAP dollars spent on fruits and vegetables at farmers markets. Expanding these programs would encourage better nutrition without shaming families for wanting a birthday cake once a year. Second, communities can step in where policies fall short. Nonprofits, churches, and even local grocery stores can create celebration funds or donation drives that help families afford things like cakes, party supplies, or other special items for birthdays and holidays. These efforts don't have to be large scale to make a difference. Even a small voucher system could allow children to feel the joy of celebration without putting extra strain on the parents. Third, there is a personal solution, though it shouldn't have to fall on families alone. Parents can get creative, using what they can buy to craft homemade celebrations. These alternatives don't replace the ease of a store-bought cake, but they prove that joy can still be found with creativity and resilience. And finally, the most powerful solution is advocacy. Families and allies can speak up, share their story, remind lawmakers that poverty does not erase humanity. Food is never just about calories. It is culture, it's tradition, and memories. When people in power hear that removing cakes and from SNAP isn't just about cutting the sugar, but cutting childhood milestones, they may begin to see the problem differently. The larger truth is this: financial struggles already take so much away from these families. Parents lose sleep over unpaid bills. Children absorb the stress of scarcity. And entire households sacrifice constantly. To strip away even the smallest joys, the sweetness of a birthday cake with the sweetness of birthday candles being blown out over a cake is to deepen wounds that poverty has already carved. The solution, then, isn't to police plates or groceries. It is to empower these families. It is to trust them with the dignity of choice, while also supporting healthier options through education, incentives, and community support. When solutions balance both survival and celebration, they do more than feed the body. They nourish the soul. Because in the end, the problem of food insecurity isn't solved by cutting out the sugar. It is solved by ensuring that every family, regardless of income, has the resources to feed their children's stomachs and their spirits. And that includes the right to say, "Happy birthday," with a slice of cake. Thank you. Remember, love always wins. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, please share it with somebody else that might find it helpful, and follow for more. Remember, love always wins.